All right, so just a real quick little picture I'd like to paint for you. We could talk a lot about the violence issues in the United States and why they're happening. We're not going to, because what we tend to do whenever a violent event takes place that fits a certain narrative is the liberals rush for a take all the guns away and the conservatives rush for let's weakly defend. Right? That's where we go. Everyone runs to the corners and nothing gets fixed, right? Now, we could defend the liberal argument pretty adequately by saying something along the lines of course, if you get rid of guns, all violence will stop. All those little kids who would love to just murder a whole bunch of people, they just be like, oh, well, there's no guns around, so I guess I'll just, study for my SATs, right? That'll happen. We learned this with the prohibition of alcohol, right? No one drank. No one fucking drank. And we didn't create the world's most powerful mafias in the United States in the process, did we? No, we didn't. Or the same thing with the prohibition of drugs. We didn't create the world's most powerful fucking cartels along our border, did we? And no one's doing drugs. People aren't dying by the fucking bushel of fentanyl overdoses, right? Okay, enough on the liberals. I think we all know that liberals are fucking stupid, right? Well, the voters are stupid. You people, you're stupid. The people pushing the narrative, your handlers, your puppet masters, they're actually pretty fucking smart. I mean, they know they have a malleable group of overly emotional toddlers that they can pull the strings of, and you'll just fucking won't even think. You'll just fucking jump on whatever fucking bullshit line they shovel out like a bitch in heat, won't you? Yes, you will. Anyways, moving along, the conservative solution, equally as dumb. It is the let's arm the teachers. And look, I was a proponent of this for about 15 minutes, and then I started to really think about it. And I started to think about it when I started to look at all the TikTok teachers you see, right? The blue-haired land whales talking about grooming your kids and how they're proud of doing it. So let me paint you a picture. You're at work, paying your taxes, right? Doing what you should be doing. And you get a phone call from your son or daughter's illicit cell phone. They inform you that they are going to be receiving a shot whether they want to or not at school. School nurse is lining up the kids and it's going to happen, right? Because there's monkeypox or some shit like that. So, you wig out like any parent would and decide you're going to go to the school. You're met at the front door of the school by a 300-pound, 5'4", blue-haired land whale teacher packing heat. She basically tells you, you have no power here. Fuck off. Now, you're not allowed to carry a gun on school property, but you allowed them to. So what the fuck are you going to do about it? Let me tell you what you're going to do about it. Not a fucking thing, I guess, are you? And then also, you say, okay, well, maybe not teachers. Police. I trust police more than teachers. Do you? Do you now? Well, I think it's a safe bet to say that in many cases, police will put their paycheck above your safety, your kids' safety, anything else, really, your rights. Now, I know this isn't all police, but it's quite a few of them. Don't believe me? Let the tail of the tape do the talking. Let's look back at the last, 2.5 years of COVID. We can ignore the police standing outside the school at the recent shooting for 75 minutes where kids were slaughtered. We can ignore that. We can ignore the fucking school resource officer in Florida with the whole David Hogg shooting, that whole one who just, bitched out and ran away. We can ignore that. Let's just talk about what the police did to keep you safe during COVID. Let's just see here. I know it included in Texas beating the crap out of a 120-pound salon-owning woman, dragging her out in the street, cuffing, stuffing, and throwing her in prison during COVID. I know it included arresting a guy surfing alone on the beach. I know it included arresting people for not wearing masks in public. I know it included sending SWAT teams into gyms and bars to close them down during COVID. So yeah, the conservative solution to the gun violence problem, or the violence problem, that's really what it is let's empower the state more. Let's just call it the Patriot Safety Act. Did we not learn our fucking lesson? I know I learned my lesson, at least I think I did. Don't fucking trust them. Now look, if you're concerned about violence here in the United States, I think these type of things can be handled at a very low level. Let me just paint you another picture. A whole bunch of parents are concerned about the safety of their children in government buildings because the government is too inept to protect them in their buildings and in their custody. Now, the parents aren't allowed to come on school property, but they can stand outside school property, right outside school property, across the street. So let's say a whole bunch of dads get together and they say, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put together a community watch. That community watch will be posted right across the street from our kids' schools. You'll stay in your car. You'll be armed. You won't be on school property. But if you hear gunshots, you know what to do. Does that empower the state? No. Does a pissed off parent with a gun deter a teenager looking to fucking kill their kids? Probably. Just a thought. In any case, I think both the arguments being floated right now by both major political groups is, how do I put this delicately? Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. All right? That's all I got. Have a happy Sunday.